Cambridge IGCSE English as a second language. In this subject, your paper 3 will be speaking. Marks of this paper will not contribute to overall grade of this subject, but total marks for this paper are 40 and time is 15 minutes. Sorry, there is a mistake here, the typing error. So these are not 15 hours actually, but only 15 minutes. So this is very short paper for you, paper 3 speaking. In this there can be short talk, discussion, or might be in an interview. So for speaking paper you need to speak in a range of different situations and for different purposes, including brief transactions between conversation speakers, conversations, expressing your own opinions, and giving short talks on a range of topics. So your teacher will give you a topic. Your teacher can give you a card, speaking card. You will look at that card and then you will think about that topic. You will make few points and then you will start speaking. So the main content of your speaking paper is actually to communicate factual information, ideas, and opinions with expansion. And it also includes to produce coherent and relevant responses. So the person who is telling you how do you respond to it, how do you paraphrase your words that you want to speak, if cannot think of the word or don't know it. So and it is also a practice of using the discourse markers to link ideas, for example, as well as plus on top of that, in addition to. And for these linking words and phrases or the discourse markers to link ideas, we have already uploaded a short video on a variety of different types and linking words for different purposes like contrast, cause and effect, time and sequence, and for addition. And the main purpose of this subject, this story paper, speaking, is also to engage in different types of interaction, conversation, short talk, interviews, and to learn to produce responses using a range of grammatical and lexical structures. So you must be fluent in continuously using different verb forms, tenses, conditional verbs, conditional forms, and a variety of sentence structures from simple to complex structures, and set phrasal and phrasal verbs. These are the wide range of lexical structures that you should be good at using in like spontaneously speaking without thinking too much, and also the collocations. Collocation is actually the words which typically go together, and idioms, and avoid repetition using synonyms, alternative words to express the same thing in your speaking. These are the things which will be examined in your speaking paper, and this is why the speaking paper is to enrich you with all these skills and to communicate, showing control of pronunciation and intonation. This is very important, and many students who are having this subject as a second language, who has some other native language, often make mistakes in using correct intonation, the rising and falling intonation, how to stress a particular syllable in a word and particular words in sentences. So sometimes intonation also affects the meanings and clarity of your message. For example, if I say, you are my friend, and then I say, you are my friend, and then I say, you are my friend. You are my friend. You are my friend. So there are different meanings when you change your stress pattern in a sentence and change sometime intonation as well. Like, I'm so sad and I'm so sad. I'm so happy and I'm so happy today. So your intonation, your correct pronunciation and accent also matters too much. So now let's see what are the parts of this speaking paper. The first section is introduction. And for introduction, there will be approximately 1 minute will be consumed. The duration of introduction will be 1 minute. I am hopeful that you will be listening to these birds chirping sound around me. That's the way we try to produce natural content for you in the natural circumstances. And many of students are expecting us to be live on the camera, but still we are facing some technical issues. Hopefully we will produce that content as well for you to be on camera with you. Let's hope for the best. So in introduction, the examiner will start the recording. He will state his name, then your name and number, and then the date, because it will be recorded in recording. So then he will welcome you and read out his script, that he will say some words. So actually this is only introduction. Then there will be warm up to put you at ease, to make you comfortable for the speaking paper, and to protect you against any type of hesitation or nervousness. There will be a warm up. In warm up, there will be some short conversation using some questions by examiner. This warm up will be approximately 1 to 2 minutes. And then after warm up, there will be, you can say, some interview. This will be assessed, your introduction and warm up. These first two sessions, these first two things will not be assessed actually, and only your other two things will be assessed. The three things: the interview, that will be like for you say, it will be between 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah. And the examiner will tell you the topic for this part by reading his script, and then he will conduct a short interview with you by asking some questions on that topic that he will tell you. This part will be formally assessed, and introduction and warm-up will not be included as assessment for your marks. And then there will be part two. Part one will be interview. Part two of speaking paper will be short talk, approximately 3 to 4 minutes, including 1 minute of preparation time. So in this, you will be actually, he will read out, the examiner will read out something and then give you the speaking assessment card. You will have to look at the card, and you will have up to 1 minute to read the card and get prepared for the talk. And you will not be allowed to make any written notes. Keep in your mind. Then you will talk on your own about the topic on the card. You can keep the card with you until the end of the short talk. This part of 3 to 4 minutes will also be assessed, and you will be given marks. Then there will be part three. Part three is actually a discussion. So these are the three parts that actually contribute to your paper for assessment. Part three will be a discussion, approximately 3 to 4 minutes. You will have to read out the actually, you will not read out, but the examiner will read out his script, and then he will conduct a discussion using the questions related to the topic in part two. So in the part two, in speaking card, you are given a topic, and then you are asked some questions, not questions, you then talk about that topic. But in this section, you will be asked some questions that will be derived from your conversation, what you talked in part two. So this will be a short discussion, 3 to 4 minutes, and again, this session will also be tested and assessed. So the total duration of the speaking test from the beginning of the introduction to the end of part three should be between 10 to 15 minutes, and it will be recorded in full. And now let's move to the marks distribution for this paper. So marks will be awarded for four things. The grammar, maximum marks for grammar are 10. Then there will be vocabulary. Your vocabulary will be assessed when you will be speaking. Maximum marks will be 10. So what will be seen in grammar? In grammar section, they will be checking that you have used a range of simple and complex structure, and the structures that you have used are mostly accurate, and errors are rare and do not impede understanding. Your errors are not in a way that put a hindrance to the perfect communication, and that have a negative effect on the clear communication. So there should not be a grammatical error. Structures should be mostly accurate, and there will be a variety of simple and complex structures in your speaking. Then in vocabulary, they will check your wide range of vocabulary used precisely to discuss a variety of ideas, facts, and opinions. Now, some students keep repeating the same vocabulary items that they have used in the previous sentences. Not at all do this. Use a lot of new words, use synonyms, use alternative words to give beauty to your speaking. So this requires a lot of practice. You need to make a lot of practice for speaking with your teacher, with your class fellows, with your family members and the people around you. And also you need a lot of listening as an input to improve your speaking. So you can join exclusively for your speaking paper as well, or online classes to improve your this paper. The development of your content that you speak, how your responses are relevant and consistently well developed, and your communication is maintained with ease, with calmness, with proper communication, and you give proper responses without any hesitation, and you speak with confidence like that. So there will be 10 marks for the development, and then 10 marks for pronunciation. So these last 10 marks, so you will be given out of 10, and to secure 9 to 10 maximum marks in this question, here in this area, actually not a question. So you will be given 10 marks for your pronunciation. Your pronunciation should be clear. Intonation should be frequently used effectively to convey intended meaning, what you want to convey. To present it, you use perfect intonation. That is very important for the punctuation, 9 to 10 marks. So this is all about your speaking paper. Now, in the next few videos, we will share with you the speaking paper, reading and writing paper, and listening paper as sample paper from May-June 2024 exam. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to give your feedback in the comment section below.